Clock running down, 30 seconds. Walker now just has to take a knee, and it's over. He will do so. That will do it. The streak is over at 20. The Panthers dominate and massacre Lincoln, 34-0. The Abe's will be back. They've got a young team. Look at the Panthers. They're going to go get the brown jug. We're going to be back with Jimmy Carlisle and the Centerline Panthers after this break. Your final score, the Centerline Panthers 34, the Warren Lincoln Abe's nothing. The Panthers have the jug.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
We're back, Centerline Memorial Field. The Panthers, forget about that streak that everybody's been talking about, and it all started with Stephen Lucas recovering a fumble in the end zone. Your thoughts there? They tried to get to safety. You were able to pull that ball away. That seemed to set the tone for your team. Talk about that recovery.
I mean, it felt great. I mean, all the hard work we put in practice paid off. I mean, we work as a team, and that's just all I thought about was doing it for the players, doing it for me, and just we executed it and we got it.
How's it feel to get that off your back, get that victory, and start thinking about bigger things?
Felt great.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Carlisle. We don't want to hear about losing streaks anymore. You and I have a common interest in a guy named Bob Blair. First of all, I've known Bob since I was a kid, hero of mine. He hired you. You guys have a bond. Quick shout out to Bob Blair and what this means. The Centerline Panthers getting us out here for Bob Blair.
Yeah, we just want to wish Bob well and the best of health, and our prayers are with him every day. And he was just as much part of this win as anybody else. I mean, we just want to say, God bless you, Bob, and we miss you.
In your prediction, you gave Lincoln 14 points, but on the field you gave him a 0. Talk about why was this such a whipping, especially defensively, and of course Walker just turned it up offensively.
We just really played well today, and we practiced hard this week. And that, like I talked about at halftime, that snap in the end zone kind of took a little bit of wind out of themselves, and it gave us life. And after that, we just didn't look back.
Talk about this game now, what it does for you. It's the brown jug. You got to put it in the rearview mirror, but now you got your eyes on the bronze. How huge is it to get it against Lincoln, but how do you now keep this team focused?
Well, with credit to Lincoln, that's a great team over there, and we felt like this was probably the top 2 teams in the league going at it, being so early with it being a tough league game. And now what we do is we've closed one door, and we're opening up another one, and we're looking at Lanphier now.
And that second half. With his feet and his arm, and talk about his receivers going up to get the ball. The defense was great, but those offensive connections, he threw frozen ropes out there.
We talked about that, in the preseason. I said we got the best. We got the best receivers in the league. And we got the best quarterback in the league, and it was showed today. And they worked really hard this week, and we emphasized with Ryan. We challenged him to use his legs more this week. He stepped up and did a great job of that, and I couldn't be prouder of the kids.
Before I get to your offensive linemen, you got to give that OL and DL a lot of credit.
Oh, they did outstanding. That was a big physical line that Lincoln had, and I thought our kids played outstanding.
Well, I appreciate the offer for dinner. It's on Carlisle tonight.
That's right.
Congratulations, Jim, on your first victory. Maybe the first of many.
First of many. Thank
Marcus Arizola, you're the lineman of the game. I thought you anchored that line. You had a great connection here with your quarterback. You kept this team together. The score was 0-0 for a little while. Talk about what was going on.
Focus. Just stayed focused after a bad play. We just got together, regrouped.
Coach Carlisle said you guys had some guys that could play in the trenches. Today you proved it. Talk about how you dominated up front.
Just sled. A lot of sled. And
Are you glad to hear that losing streak? Forget about it. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's a big weight off our shoulders. I just tired of hearing it in school. We came out and did what we had to do.
Well, way to go play smash mouth ball. You are our lineman from Line Drive Sports of the game.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Ryan Walker, the player of the game. You're hearing it from the crowd. You're hearing it from the teammates. A little bit of a slow start, then you got it going. You started connecting with your receivers. What? Got some tough catches there.
Yeah, they did it all by themselves today. I can't take credit for that.
You know what? You told me you're going to throw close to 30 times. You're going to push for about 300 yards. You're close in both
accounts, and then you ran the ball for nearly 100. Talk about the offense. This team can score from anywhere on the field.
My offensive line had my back running the ball, and the coach has been putting pressure on me all week to run the ball. So they kept saying, run the ball, run the ball. So I came out here and did my thing.
You're one, you're one of the leaders of this team. You've got Lamphere. You're going to help get this message that Lincoln's behind you. Now you got to concentrate on the next ball game.
All I'm going to tell Lamphere is watch out because it's going down again next week.
The rifle arm of Ryan. What'd you call this offense?
Greatest show on dirt.
The greatest show on dirt. Centerline has won the Brown Jug. The final score, the Centerline Panthers 34, the Abes nothing. Congratulations, Panthers.
It's the Warren Birthday Bash, August 27th through the 30th. Don't miss the fireworks on Friday night at the Warren City Square, the Arsenal of Democracy Museum, all weekend long. Saturday night, it's the Laser Light Show. Catch the excitement of Chase's Racing Pigs and the high-flying action of the Michigan Disc Dogs. Plus, the petting zoo, concerts, and carnival all weekend long. For information, call or catch us online. Join the celebration.
We are back, and so is high school football 2014, and no better way to start it off here on TV Warren than two Warren rivals, Warren Woods Tower and Warren Cousino. Good evening, everybody. Joe Cochran here for the call of today's game. A beautiful evening for football as we kick it off between the Titans and the Patriots. We look atop me here, home of the Patriots. There's our camera people, and of course the scouting group from Cousino and Tower. And this should be a good one, folks. They have not played since 1998. Both teams looking to get off to a good start. The Titans here with Mike Behar. What a great start he's off to his third season. He got to the playoffs a year ago, and he's really ready to take this club to another level and possibly push for a district title. It'll all be led by Air Jordan number 2, number 10. There he is, Darius Jordan, Air Jordan 2. And he's got some weapons like Jimmy Schindler, amongst others. Jordan can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his feet. He is a great athlete, and he knows his game inside and out. Should be a big night for Darius Jordan, and it all relies on him and, of course, the guys up front. We see the Titans huddle up over there. They'll like to go no huddle. They'll like that fast pace. They'll expect to score a lot of points this season. They have moved up to the gold division. They wanted more of a challenge. They'll get that this year. They get Cousino here, and then they get St. Clair and Marine City later. As you see, the Patriots are about ready to come through the banner. Red, white, and blue. How true. As they take on the Titans in the blue and white. And they are now being announced, and here come the 2014 Cousino Patriots. You saw Nick Palmer lead the way with the football, and here they come in the home blue with red numbers and white pants. Great defensive coordinator, Brad Nettles, to take over. Mike Powell, who fled the scene to take over at Anchor Bay. And Nettles, who had a year at Richmond, was the coordinator here during their great championship run. Speaking of Brad Nettles, there he is. And he hopes to turn this around as Cousino goes into the blue division this year. Real exciting. We haven't seen these teams on TV, Warren, not in football. And Warren Woods Tower and Cousino, both with high hopes. and great athletes. And of course, talking about Jordan, we think about the quarterback at Cousino. What a fabulous athlete he is. Nick the Quick Palmer. He's got a beautiful spiral. He can throw. He can also beat you with his legs. He's very smart. He's very fast, and he will bring a lot of leadership, as will Jordan on the Titan side. Both are seniors, and they will rely on Nick Palmer, who, by the way, is a fabulous athlete. Both teams are lining up on the sideline. We will have our Line Drive Sports Player of the Game, as well as the Lineman of the Year, which we've added. And we have a new sponsor as far as our food, and we'll get more into that. But we are so ready for 2014-15. We're back. Football's back, and we are just a few seconds away from the great Cousino band with the national anthem. They must have about 65 cheerleaders to the right here, and the Titan people still filing into the stadium as we get close to the 7 o'clock. Here is our national anthem. National anthem by the Patriot Marching Band. If that doesn't get you fired up, plus it being opening night, nothing will. That is for sure. Game time temperature 73 degrees, 0% chance of rain, 39% humidity, and the winds are northeast at 5 miles per hour. And there's Coach McAleer in his 50th season this year. And he's still out there coaching with his heart, and he bleeds red, white, and blue, no doubt about it. And there is Coach Nettles. We'll try to get him going off the field at the half. You see his coaching staff there. Looks like Mike Lee and company. And the Patriots are ready to turn this around. 3 wins the last 2 years, coming off of 1 win a year ago. They expect things to be better. There just seems to be an upbeat feeling here at Cousino. Of course, the Titans are coming in with that same feeling, and we are about ready to kick it off. Cousino will receive the opening kickoff. And there they are. They're teeing it up. Number 80, looks like 9, 85. It is Andrew Zanetti. We've heard that name many times at Tower, and he'll kick it away. It is a short kick that will hit at the 20 and picked up at the 20 right there. Outside to the middle and to the 30, and a big wrap-up tackle. Looked like number 53. Number 2 on the return. DuBose Jr. with the return. And he returned it to the 30, so we'll give him a 10-yard return. The Patriots will come out of the huddle with their star quarterback, Nick Palmer. He'll have a full backfield, twin receivers to the near side. Joe Cochran on the call with the TV Warren crew as we begin the season. Pitch outside and wrapped up big there
by number 21 from Warren Woods Tower. Charles with the carry. Comm comes in there and just wraps him up, and he'll lose a yard. It's second down and 11. They come to the line of scrimmage now. On a delay handoff, Palmer hands it off to number and falls forward to about the 34-yard line. So we'll call it third down and a long 6. One minute into the game, Palmer under center. Ball's on the ground, and it squirts free a second time, but I believe the Patriots are very fortunate, and they fall on it at the 35, number 52 picking it up. DeVito, take a look there. Just didn't quite get the handoff. Was DeBose. And the good news there, the Patriots able to cover it, and now the snap and the kick, and this kicky game is critical. Lunging forward to about the 40, and the Titans will have good field position there. That was brought in by number 6 from the Titans, Jeff Lowe, and he falls forward to the 40. Let's take a look at the keys to the game today. The Titan tempo, Air Jordan 2, they'll want to move it quickly. Titans in the trenches, they got to be big up front. For Cousino, it's clock management, quick nick. Palmer will be critical there. And Patriots kicking game, believe me, Thunderfoot is fabulous. We'll talk more about the kicker momentarily. Jordan takes the first carry right from the line of scrimmage, and he jumps out for about 8.5 or 9 yards. Take a look. Jordan fakes it, makes one man miss in the backfield, and then he just slithers upfield, and the tackle finally made by number 20, Joe Servito. So second and a very short 2 or long 1. Jordan in the shotgun, hands it off, wrapped up there, but pulling away for a first down. Number 28 on the carry. Kitka, take a look there. It looks like he's going to lose a yard. He ends up getting 2 or 3, and he's finally gang tackled there by number 56 and company. It was Braggs who got there. Kenneth Braggs, the first Patriot, to bring him down. Or check that, I'm sorry, number 56, Copeland. Derek Copeland on the stop, but not till the Titans get a first down. Jordan looks to swing it, and it's tipped away by number 2, DeBose Jr. That's an incomplete pass. How about that? Getting into the face of Jordan and getting a hand on it. And I tell you what, if he can bat that in the air and come down with it, he's got 6 in front of him. So it'll go down as an incomplete pass. It is second down and 10 for Jordan and company. Again, they try to go fast right from the line of scrimmage. They get the plays from the sideline. 9:01 to go, opening quarter, opening night. Titans and Patriots. Jordan will keep. He looks. He makes one man miss and is finally just gobbled up by 2 or 3 pages. Nick Palmer getting in there to take the football away, but he was whistled down already. Also in on the tackle was DeBose. Jordan will get maybe 2. Third down and a long 8. Ball resting at about the 47.5 of Cousino. 8.5 to go, opening quarter. Patriots in the home blue, Titans in the visitors white. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. We'll see if we get a little bit of Air Jordan here. Watch out for Jimmy Schindler, the big 6'5" target. Looking to go deep. Jordan fires it over the middle, and it's incomplete. I believe it was intended for Zanetti, and it was. He couldn't come down with it. He had a defender draped all over him, and it falls incomplete. Take a look now. Out there too high for Zanetti. It was covered nicely by Servito. It looks like we're going to call his name a lot. It's 4th down now. And thought we had a whistle, but we're back to action now. Looks like number 6 is deep for Cousin. Is that Joe Melzak? It's deep. It's Jordan to kick. He's trying to angle it to the sidelines. It'll be interesting to see where they mark this, and he does a great job. He gets it to the 20. It's a 29-yard punt, but you get no return. It's almost a lost art, kicking it away either to the corner or to the sideline, and Jordan does it nicely there. Jordan, they say he's the first one into the film session and the last one to leave. Really a student of the game now. A real student of the game on the other side. Palmer for the Patriots. Let's see if they can get something going. They are at their own 20. Palmer hands it off. It's a sweep to the far side. It's hemmed in. And a bunch of Titans swarming to the football. It looked like 34 to get there for the Titans first. Bradley Coles ends up wrapping up Charles. Take a look there. Yes, a good wrap-up tackle with a little bit of help there as well from Toriano Hudson. So the Patriots will lose 4. It's 2nd and 14 opening quarter. Just a gorgeous night here. The field is in excellent shape. Joe Cochran on the call, the TV Warren crew, as we bring you all the action from the beginning of the season to the end. Palmer hands it up the middle, and nobody fooled there. Again, it's Charles, and number 15 for the Titans just wrapped him up. That was Lovejoy. Lovejoy. Take a look here. This is a bear hug. How do you do? No gain. 3rd down and 14. Let's see if they use Palmer in a rollout and use his arm. He's got great arm strength. Let's see if they don't try to go via the air. 2nd possession for the Patriots. Palmer in a shotgun. He's got some wideouts. He's looking to go down the field. He throws one over the middle. It's caught! Caught at the 30 and wrestled down at the 33. Number 6 on the catch. I believe we have a marker down. Let's see. Joey Melzak with a nice catch over the middle, but they're pointing back. We'll take a look. You see Palmer here, and he throws a bullet over the middle. Melzak goes and gets it, but it'll go for naught. It is holding Cousino. But a nice toss and catch, Palmer to Melzak, and I'll tell you what, that'll be a combination this year, and the Patriots will need it to be successful, but we will get holding back the other way. It's a spot foul. It will take it down to the 10. Now they'll bring it back up to the 12. They have to get to the 30. It'll be 3rd down and 18. Ball's at the 12. Need to get to the 30. Quick kick, and Palmer does a nice job. It'll roll to the 40. 45, and that's where it'll be. That's probably not a bad idea, and it turns out to be a 35-yard punt, and the Patriots will down it there, and here come the Titans again. So the Titans and Jordan will take to the field again. See if they can't get it going offensively. This is a team that wants to score a lot of points and move the ball up and down the field. The Patriots, their strong suit, their defense, they like that ball control, and they've got a great kicking game. Anthony Secchi, a sophomore, tossed outside, it's caught. And a great open field tackle, number 22 on the reception. Schindler with the catch. King with the open field tackle. Nice job. Number 22 there for the Titans on the reception. Jimmy Schindler. He will be one of the major weapons for Jordan this year. He's in the shotgun. He hands it off. There's a little bit of room to the side, but an open field tackle. Nicely done. Servito again. Isaiah Swift there, but it was Servito who was swift to make the tackle. Take a look here. He's got some blocking up front. Servito just knifes in there, wraps him up around the leg, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 as we come up on 5 to go in the opening quarter. Four wideouts for Jordan. He's back to throw. Across to Schindler, and he's tripped up. A nice open field tackle. It was Schindler, but he's tripped up after about a yard gain. Take a look there. They throw it across there. Just enough to get him. Danny Van, number 23, a senior, got enough of Schindler to bring him down. It's 4th and 6. Could Jordan and company go for it? We know he's the punter as well. And he's back in punt formation. Let's see what they do here. Will they definitely kick it? Yes. And he angles to the near sideline again. It bounces at the 15, and how about that? Right back to almost the 10-yard line near the 11. An excellent punt by Jordan. For Darius Jordan. So, both teams, 2 possessions, nothing happening offensively. Titans able to get a 1st down on that 2nd drive, but nothing else. Don't forget, we'll have our line drive lineman and player of the game from the winning school, and we'll definitely have one tonight as these 2 Warren teams go at it. Look out! It's Palmer! 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and quick Nick Palmer has put the Patriots up on a keeper. Nick Palmer. We talked about him in the Keys. And he takes it 89 yards. They sell it up the middle, and Palmer takes it outside. It's a foot race. Once he hits the 50, nobody. So Nick Palmer gives Cousino a 6-0 lead. How do you takes it from the 11 and goes 89. The extra point is good by Zeki, and it is 7-0. Cousino, a shocker for the Titans. They sold that right up the middle. Everybody converged on the back. Take a look. Palmer sells it. They all go for the runner except for maybe 2 players. And then Palmer, once he gets into the open field, you're not going to catch him. Folks, that's a sensational athlete who does it in baseball and football, and there he is taking it to the house. And that one was for his grandfather. His grandfather's 80 years old today. Jim Palmer, happy birthday, Jim. That one is from your grandson, Quick Nick Palmer, as he takes it to the house.
Just a reminder, we're going to break at the end of the quarter with the roll-off play.
There he is. He's feeling it from his teammates right now. So with 3:47 to go in the quarter, Nick Palmer, after his club could not move the ball the first 2 drives, no doubt on that one, he went untouched. Now the Patriots, and Zeki will kick it off. He will be a weapon. We call him Thunderfoot. And he drills one that is going to be all the way to the end zone. And the Titans will start at the 20. What a start for Cousino. So let's see what the Titans do. And you know this Patriot defense already playing well the first two series. That touchdown's going to give them a lot of energy. The Titans now must answer, try to get some kind of drive going. Big start for Cousino. Jordan brings in the play, and he calls it in the backfield. Team already lined up. Two wideouts to the far side, single receiver to the near. Jordan will fake it, and he'll take it up the middle himself, and he'll get some valuable yardage. The better part of 5 yards, tackled by a pile there. It looks like number, is it 56 there? The first one to get there for the Patriots. We'll give Derek Copeland the first one to get there for the Patriots. He comes off the field now. Check, that was 55 that came off. DiCarlo, that was 56. Copeland on the tackle. Second down, 5 for the Titans. Trips to the near side now. This one will probably come back. Flags flying everywhere. 3:03 to go in the opening quarter, and Cousino has a 7-0 lead. And right now, if you're Coach Mike Mahar, you can't be happy with what you're seeing offensively. Second down and 10 now. They're back to the original line of scrimmage. A little bit of movement on the line. Jordan will keep it. He's looking for some running room, and he's hemmed in on the far side. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And right now, the Patriots are just on fire. It looked like number 23, Danny Van, might have been the first one to get there. And this kid plays some football. A senior, 5'9", 185. Take a look here. Jordan is going to run this all the way. He's got some blocking, but Van says not so fast. He's able to get over there and bring Jordan down. He might have got a yard. It is 3rd down and 9. Right now, if you're Coach Nettles, you love what you're seeing defensively. The Titans just cannot get anything going offensively. Let's see what happens here now with 3 wideouts. 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, 4 wideouts now. Jordan's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Number 15, Burgess. Deron Burgess, the 5'11 senior, gets back there and wraps up Jordan. And right now, the Titans can do nothing offensively. The defense, the front 7 for Cousino, has taken over early here. It is 4th down and 14, and the Titans will kick the football away. 3 and out. 1 first down tonight so far for the Titans. And the Patriots should get excellent field position. That one was either partially blocked or went off his foot. I believe 77 might have got in there, or 50. Burgess that got in there with a hand. 14 getting some. Let's take a look here on the replay. It is number 77. It is Jacob Ritchie. He got a left paw on that one. It went out about, or landed at about the 25, and here comes Cousino again, knocking on the door. Great field position with 1:07 to go in the opening quarter. Palmer with it, roll out, looking, fires it, caught! Melzek with the catch. The tackle was made by Hudson, but the Patriots moved the sticks inside the 15. Time for another play here before the end of the quarter. Less than 50 seconds to go. And we're going to get a Titan timeout. Right now, they're on their heels. You know, I visited both these camps. Both seemed very fired up for the season. The Titans felt that they were going to move the football, not just here tonight, but throughout the season. And the question mark, Cousino, would they be able to mix the run and throw? And right now they have done that just perfectly. Nettles couldn't have drew this up any better. There's Coach Nettles, offensively, special teams, and defensively. As we get this timeout by the Titans, right now they are on their heels. But right now, and if you're the Patriots, I believe that was Mike Lee you see there. He's going to have a great year with the girls basketball team. But right now, the Patriots are taking it to the Titans. Cousino now lines it up. Wide out to each side, and Palmer keeps it. He's got some room to the 6 or 7 yard line, and he is just tough. You can't sell him short. He is a tough runner, and he's going to come up a couple yards shy of the first down, but Palmer taking something, or almost nothing, and making something out of it. A little bit slow to get up as he took a shot there at the end, but a nice run. We'll call it 7 yards for Palmer. So with that run and his 89-yard run, he's up to 96 in the opening quarter. Folks, he's almost on 100-yard per quarter average. I don't think they'll snap this one. 5 seconds to go. Let's see. 3 seconds. Palmer lines it up. They will not snap it. And that will do it for the opening quarter. It has been all Cousino, and they are threatening. But now we've had a stop here, and I believe it's because the quarter ended. I do not see any flags. The officials are talking where the ball is spotted. It'll be 2nd and 3 when we come back, and that will be the end of the quarter. Both teams, wait a minute, now they're calling the Titans back. I don't know what this could be over. There's a flag. 2 flags just went in the air. Why do they have to throw it like that? It's going to be procedure. Is it against Cousino because they got up before the end of before that snap? I'd really like to get some. Obviously, the Titans would take that penalty, but I think they have to put time because you can't call a penalty with no time on the clock. I think there would be 2 seconds left then. They have to. You cannot end that quarter if that was a procedure penalty, because the procedure can't have all zeros. Now, let's see if they'll run the clock or just freeze it at 2. They're saying 2 seconds on the clock. Exactly right. I got to think, well, they were down, and before they decided to snap it, to take off to the sideline, and once they were set, they had to wait till, now they've added another second, so 3 seconds. The clock is not right. They held up 2, they've put it on 3, so we'll see what happens. I say we go to 2.5. Palmer has it on the ground, and I think he's able to hang on to it. It'll bring up 3rd and long now, but that will take us, I guarantee you, to the end of the opening quarter. Even though it's only 7-0, Cousino has dominated. A Nick Palmer touchdown. Take a look at quick Nick Palmer right here. He's going to take it into your living room. We're going to take a quick break here. Your score, Cousino 7, WW Tower nothing.
Great features of the MHSAA website from your smartphone. You can find directions to a school. Check out blogs, news, and podcasts. Keep up with your favorite team. And even submit scores when you're at a game. MHSAA mobile apps are now available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry. It's all part of the MHSAA family of websites.
We are back at Cousino, 70-degree plus night, and the Patriots are up 7-0. And threatening for more, but it'll be a big 3rd down. This is huge. The Titans cannot go down 2 touchdowns here. They are definitely in field goal range for Secchi, who can kick it from about 50. Here they are now, 2 wideouts, 2 in the backfield, and Nick Palmer will come up under center. He'll look to throw, got it, but it's incomplete, and nearly tipped it to a teammate. A little bit of a slant pattern there, trying to hit number 32, I believe that is. Jolly with there trying to come up with that, got his fingertips on it. And I don't want to say anything about automatic, but I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's a better kicker in the county. And this will be about 30 yards. There is no really breeze to speak of. So Anthony Secchi, they'll set it at about the 30. The set, the kick, it's on the way, and it is good. The sophomore drills it. And Cousino goes up 10-0 in Coach Nettles' debut here at Cousino. Here it is, the set, placement. We'll call it from just inside the 30. We'll call it a 29-yard attempt, and he hears it from the teammates. What a start for Cousino. After the offense couldn't get it going. As they have just been bottled up. One first down, and as this defense continues to get momentum, it's going to be tougher for the Titans, so they've got to get something going. It's fielded at the 15-yard line, 25, stutter step, spin move, 30, and that will be about it for number 6 on the return, Jeff Lowe. And that's where the Titans will set up shop. So Cousino off to a hot start, 10-0. Jordan comes in with the offense. The team already lined up. We'll see if Mike Mahar makes any adjustments. They'll have trips to the near side, single receiver to the far. Jordan calls out the signals. He's looking to throw. His receivers bottled up, and that was probably the best thing in the world was to drop it because it was going to be about a 7-yard loss as you had 4 Patriots there gang tackling. Take a look here. Just swarmed up. Number 2, the first. Ball at the 30, 2nd and 10, and right now the Titans are out of rhythm and out of sync. They line up now. Jordan into the shotgun with trips to the far side. It looked like a little procedure move there. Jordan to the outside. He's got some room. 50, and he's out of bounds. There's no flag. It looked like there might have been a little bit of motion, a quick start by the running back, and that might take what the Titans need right there to get Jordan going. Take a look here. He fakes it, spins, and now watch him get to the near sideline, tucks that ball into the left arm, and he tries to tiptoe down the sideline, finally knocked out of bounds by Servito, but not till he gets to the 48-yard line. A 22-yard run, which really was kind of a broken play, and Jordan was able to really make something out of it, and that's what speed will do for you when you got a guy who can throw the football as well. This time they'll go up the middle with the big back. He's barreling down to the 40, into the 39, and just taking hit after hit is number 28 for the Titans, Isaiah Swift, and he's close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it, but I tell you what, he just continued to hit defenders head on. Possibly number 6 in there, Melzak, Joe Melzak. Take a look here. It's around there. He makes one man, sheds that tackle. We will give Joey Melzak with the credit there, grabbing him around the waist so some teammates can get in there, but it's going to be 2nd and a short yard. Titans looking for their first score of the season, 10.5 minutes to go. On 2nd and short, they throw the football, and it's caught on the outside by number 4, Barnes. Charles Barnes Take a look here. Jordan to Barnes, and he's wrestled out of bounds by number 8, Gerald King. So the Titans now on the march. Ball at the 33-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10 there. And the Titans looking to get back into this one as they kind of find their groove here. Jordan run a little bit of pinpoint throwing. We'll see what happens here. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near, and they keep it on the ground, spinning and just running over people. Isaiah Swift is going to be a load. 6 foot, 235 pounds. Spinning out of tackle. They're trying to strip the ball. Van gets in there along with Melzak to bring him down. You're not going to tackle him by the football. He gets about 8. 17 yards to 2 the last 2 carries for him. Titans taking some time off the clock, getting that defense a little bit of a rest and trying to punch one into the end zone. Ball at the 25. End around, here it comes. There's a little misdirection there, but it'll be close enough, and I believe he's got the first down. He does. Jeff Lowe running low, and he gets the first down. Titans knocking on the door now. Ball rests at about the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. I think Nettles is now calling out the signals. Looked like he wanted a timeout at first, but he was changing the defensive call. Jordan now has the team at the line of scrimmage. We're seeing that up-tempo now that the Titans wanted early on. Jordan will keep it. He's lost. Boy, you talk about being able to your concentration and pull that back in. It looks like it's going to be a lost football, and he gets nearly 5. Take a look there. You know what? I don't think the back was supposed to take that, and he tried to hang on to the football, and Jordan then saw it, stayed with it, fell down. He gets 4. 2nd down and 6. What a break for the Titans. Out of the shotgun now, Jordan with a single back. Let's see if they try to power it. No, Jordan will keep it. He's looking. He's got some blockers. He sees the corner. He cuts back. Spin move! Jordan! Touchdown! Darius Jordan finds the end zone and crosses the goal line. And if the Titans needed anything for a shot on the arm, that was it. Scoreboard, and we got a football game. He waited for his blocking. He got one from number 28. Isaiah Swift got around one defender. Now they're going to go with the swinging gate here. They sling it out there. It's going to be a 2-point conversion. And that's what people say. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? There's why. Vargo, Tyler Vargo, who will be critical to this offense, gets the lateral on the swinging gate, and he takes it across the goal line, and we got a 10-8 game. There it is, the touchdown. Take a look here. Watch the spin move. The last tackler dragging him into the end zone. As Melzak tried to bring him down, but he was able to stretch across the goal line. And then, how about the swinging gate 2-point conversion? Great work there, everybody on camera. Good job in the truck. The Titans set it up. They got a wall. And Tyler Vargo, 5'10", 205, got the 2-point conversion. Servito, now take a look there. There's Vargo, and he does cross the goal line. Nicely done by Coach Mahar and company. And let's see if the Titans don't find themselves now. And they're going to have to deal with quick Nick Palmer, who's off to a good start, running and throwing the football. It is 10-8 Cousino. 8:11 to go in the half. As these two worn rivals go at it. Ball's at about the 37-yard line. Palmer under center. He'll keep it and try to get outside. Nothing happening this time. It looked like number 15 was the first one to get there for the Titans. That was Lovejoy.
Eric and that was another question. I know some of the guys landed in British gliders.
Yeah, no, we didn't use it. The 82nd didn't use any.
How many practice landings did you do in England?
You had to do one every 3 months, otherwise you won't get paid.
Okay. Make you earn the pay.
That was the trick.
Tell me a little bit about the gliders. I've heard that they were the kind of the comfort left a little to be desired.
They were the frame was metal pipes, and the covering of it was vinyl, just cloth, plastic cloth.
For training in England, you probably learned that you guys were going to be part of the big invasion of Europe.
Oh, definitely. There was probably 1 million people there. They're all on Quonset huts and whatever. That's how we lived in there.
Mm-hmm. And when was there a time where they came and told you this is what we have planned? When did you get your?
The rumors were there, but I mean nobody told you anything.
Mm-hmm. At what point did you realize that we're going and this is going to be the day?
Oh, about 2 days before.
What goes through your mind at that point?
You kind of worry.
Were you writing home at all during this time?
Oh yeah.
Keeping in touch with people
Yeah.
at home?
Oh yeah.
Probably couldn't tell them anything about that stuff.
No, what they call that? They looked at all the letters that you sent out.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about what happened right before D-Day. So the night before, I guess you guys had a false alarm at one point that you were supposed to go, and then the weather was bad, so they had everybody stand down, and then you finally got the go-ahead a day later.
Yeah, the thing was, with the gliders, we didn't have to really go there early like the parachutists did. But we knew we were going to go.
So what was that like when loading up on the glider? Tell me a little bit about that. How was your mood? Nervous, obviously, and.
Oh yeah. It was nighttime, probably towards early morning. Mm-hmm. We went right after the drop.
Okay. So this would have been early morning on D-Day. Then you got on the glider, and they pulled you guys up, and pretty smooth crossing, or.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Do you recall landing in the glider on D-Day?
Oh, the landing was pretty good. It was in between the hedgerows, because there was a lot of hedgerows. Oh, as tall as that thing there. The French, that's the way they've done their fields.
So they were large hedges that divided the fields to keep them separate. So you guys landed between the hedgerows.
Yeah, we were lucky, because a lot of people landed right in them.
In your glider, you had the gun inside the glider?
No.
Was it a different glider?
They put them in different gliders.
Okay. So how many people did you have in your glider with you? Do you recall?
I don't recall. Probably around 18 or so.
Okay. And so you land, the glider comes to a stop, you realize you're safe, you didn't hit anything. What happens next?
We just got out at nighttime. We would look for our group. Was supposed to get together someplace, but the next morning we actually found our area where we were supposed to, join all the other.
The rally point or whatever, where you all supposed to get together?
Yeah, because they had a point where everybody's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm. Were you pretty close to your objective, or were you guys pretty far away?
Oh, no, it was pretty close. Mm-hmm. Ours was pretty lucky. They landed some miles away. Some of those planes got itchy and nervous, pilots, and they couldn't find a place or whatever. being at nighttime, you know how it is. Yeah.
So you landed in the early morning on D-Day then?
On D-Day.
Dark when you still got there?
Mm-hmm.
When it got light, did you see Germans after that, or when did you first encounter the enemy?
Well, we usually are to protect to protect the infantry, so we didn't encounter man to man.
Mm-hmm. So you said you finally got to the rally point. Would that have been on D-Day then, or was that the following day?
It was the following day.
Okay. And at that point, what did you guys? What were your missions like? What were you guys doing?
We joined the rest of them and followed through whatever we were told to do. That's about it.
Fighting in France at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you recall the first time you encountered combat at that point?
Oh, that was it.
Right that next day?
The next day, yeah.
And did you fight the Germans up close, or were you guys at a distance, or?
Usually the artillery people were usually around a mile behind the front lines. But the first 2 or 3 days was fluid. Everybody didn't know what was going on anyway, so actually.
Did you guys get a sense of what the situation was like?
Oh, yeah.
How chaotic it was and how...
Oh, it was chaotic, all right.
Anything, can you recall anything from that period that...
No, well, I remember looking at where St. Mary Eglise was, because we were real near by there, so we got to go by there, and they pointed out where these guys were hanging on the chute and stuff like that.
Were they down by that point? They'd taken them down, or?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get a sense of how intense the fighting had been around there at that point?
We never saw the beach. I mean, you know, where they came in, because we came in way inside.
What was it? This is probably a hard thing to think about, but what was it like to start when you started to see people that had been killed in the fighting?
Oh, well, it was a surprise, of course.
And could you see enemy dead and American?
Oh, yeah.
When did you get some sleep finally?
Well, if you could find a way to sleep, I mean, we had a tent, two-person tent. One had a half, the other one had a half, and you put them together. But we mostly in the first week or so, we slept with our clothes on. And we had a sleeping bag. That was an issue from the government.
How much equipment were you carrying at that point? Do you recall what it weighed?
Pardon?
Do you recall what your equipment weighed? Everything that you had with you?
You had quite a bit of things. I don't know, about 40 pounds or so.
Mm-hmm. And you carried a carbine?
A carbine, yeah.
Any other weapons? Do you have a sidearm or anything like that at all?
No, I found a pistol one time, and I carried that.
Where did you get that?
More like for souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
I found somebody that didn't need it anymore. It was an Italian Beretta.
No kidding.
And this guy, he had no business with that thing.
A German?
Well, naturally, a dead German.
And you asked him about it?
Yeah, sure. Deader than a doornail.
So, was that in Normandy or was that in Germany?
No, that was in Normandy.
Okay. So after the fighting in Normandy, where did you guys go after that?
We went to France.
How long were you there in Normandy?
Maybe a week or two.
And
I don't actually remember that.
Near the front that whole time? Near the front that whole time?
Well, the division was in battle, yes. after that, they brought us back to England.
Okay. And how long were you back in England for before they sent you over again?
I don't remember. But we went to France and followed through the whole thing.
Okay. Can you recall any kind of sticky situations where you thought, I'm really close to maybe not getting out of this?
The only one that I really remember is the Battle of the Bulge. It was all pine trees, forests, and the snow was really deep, and it was cold. That really hit me.
So that would have been December of '44 then?
Probably, yeah.
Now, by that point, you guys probably thought that the Germans maybe were close to being beaten, and then they attacked again,
no,
right?
No, they weren't beaten at that time. Oh.
They came back and attacked again, and
yeah, the Bulge deal was. You don't know exactly what's going on the other side, you understand? So we went to name of the town was St. Mary d'Eglise. Oh, no, not St. Mary d'Eglise.
It's okay.
Saint Vite. Saint Vite, France. This is where our division went. Well, it happened like this. You're talking about when
you found
the Battle of the Bulge, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
We were at rest in France. The division was resting. And they found out when the Germans attacked, without notice, of course, and they got our division in trucks, real long cattle trucks, and brought us out there. We went by what's the one out there? No, one of the first was Bastogne. But we went by them. They were digging foxholes at that time. And that's why they got surrounded over there.
So you guys were in a lot of combat then, and during the Battle of the Bulge. At that point, was that the first time you'd encountered a lot of German armor?
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, you hear that whiz, 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 and that's it. If you hear that, that means it missed you.
What about the noise from the tanks? You can feel the ground shake? Was it
oh, sure.
loud? How close were you getting to those things when that was going on?
Not really close. Not my outfit, no.
And have you, were you fighting against the regular German army, or were these SS troops, or were they, do you recall who they were with?
I don't recall who they fought. They probably, on the way to Berlin, they probably did fight some of the SS troops, I'm sure.
So the weather in Bastogne, it was infamously cold.
Oh my God, it was that cold.
What, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the snow was deep, up like this, you know, if you stepped anywhere. And you were there isolated. And every outfit is different place, you know how it is. And we were in this forest area for 2 or 3 days. We had to dig foxholes and at night time get in the foxhole because the Germans were sent gun projectiles that would explode in the air and then hit you down. So we all would cover the foxhole when you went to sleep. You get up and there's snow on top.
And is there anything you could do to keep warm? You guys were able to have a fire or not really?
No.
Not like that?
No, of course not.
So you were there at Christmas time then?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, nobody worried about it. I think I was there New Year's Day. New Year's Day is when they put us on a truck, we went backwards.
Mm-hmm. Took you out of the forest then?
Yeah, I believe at that time the bulge, what they called the bulge, was that the Germans had come up to a certain side of the battlefront too far up. And that's why we went to that part, to straighten the lines.
Mm-hmm. So you guys finally got out of there?
Yeah, yes. The boys, yeah. Well, actually, the Americans began to, advance after they took the Germans down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So the counterattack then?
The only problem we had in those days, though, when the Germans attacked the first 3 or 4 days, they were dropping parachutists with American uniforms. I don't know if you heard about that. Mm-hmm. And everybody was in,
edgy.
Yeah, edgy.
Was that a rumor, or were they really doing it?
No, they were doing it. They were doing it. They were changing signs. Mm. And they were doing all those nasty things. Mm. You saw a movie one time where this Jeep was going by, and they stopped to talk to these soldiers, and they spoke just regular. Caught something, maybe talking about a ball game or something like that. And he said, okay. He said that they start walking away. And he had told his boys, he said, why not say to shoot. So they just fell down and shot these guys up. They were American uniforms, but they were Germans.
That must have been pretty unsettling, I would think, to know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope not. I was standing guard one night, and there's all these pine trees, and my guard duty was for an hour. I stood behind this pine tree with my gun out like this. If I say halt, well, we had a war. Answer that, you shoot him, forget it.
Is it counter word?
Yeah. I forgot what they call that word. You know the word they could say Louisville or something like that. And
somebody says something back.
Well, they would have to say something back.
Right, they know what.
They would have to say the word. Then if it was the right one, okay. They had a lot of that going on in those days, yeah.
Any other experiences from the bulge that you recall?
No, not really. No.
So at that point, had you lost anybody really close to you in the fighting?
Yes, a real good buddy of mine, yeah.
Do you recall how he?
An artillery shell came down and got him.
Were you with him when it happened, or was he?
No, I was about from here to that house, to that wall.
Was that in the Battle of the Bulge then?
No, this was in Holland.
So you guys went into Holland. Was that Operation Market Garden that you were
right?
Also?
Yeah.
Just to back up a little bit, did you land in a glider that time too?
Yeah, I'm finally reading a book. When you're in there, you don't read, you don't know, you know what I mean. I'm fine. Somebody gave me a book about that. I'm halfway through.
getting the behind the scenes.
About Holland, yeah. I know it was all flat country, and every glider landed pretty close. I mean, unless it got shut down before they came down, and a lot of 47s got shut down too.
You guys landed in the middle of the day that time.
Yeah, it was during the day, yeah.
And were you guys landing close to the paratroopers, or were you?
Oh yeah, at the time when you land almost. But you know, those things are not nailed down. Whatever the pilot of the plane looking down, and he's supposed to find your landing zone, but sometimes as soon as the flag is coming up, you know what I mean, they unhook you and you're out of it.
So the Battle of the Bulge then would have been your third battle. You were involved in Normandy, Holland, and then Battle of the Bulge. And then where did you guys go after that?
We went all the way through to France, through France and then Germany.
Did you get a sense that the war was going poorly for the Germans, other than the fact that you guys were taking so much territory?
Oh, after we went to Germany, yeah, you could tell there was a big battle in one of the forests. I forgot now. There was a church there. The church was all shut to hell.
Do you recall how you entered Germany, what town it was, or where you guys went in? The north part, wasn't it?
We went through this one there, but I can't remember the name of it.
That's okay. What about the German?
No, not Best. I can't recall right now.
It's okay.
The name.
What about the German army at that point? Were they? Could you tell that they were running out of soldiers? Were they using older guys and younger guys at this point? Could you see that they were changing a little bit as you?
Yeah, oh yeah. They were retreating quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. And you were communicating home at this point, letting everybody know that you were okay.
Whenever you could write a letter, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sleeping in foxholes just about every night, or?
No, not every night. It depends on the whatever was going on. You know what I mean? If they were too close combat or not. I mean, you're not shooting at each other all the time when you're in a battle zone.
Were you guys able to take off the line and send you somewhere to?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would.
Like a little bit of leave or something?
Oh yeah, yes.
Where did you go? Did they send you?
Oh, I went to Berlin. I mean, after the war, actually we occupied Berlin. Our division occupied Berlin.
So we can fast forward a little bit then to that. Where were you when the war ended? On VE Day, where were you guys at?
We were in France. We were in Germany, but I don't remember near what town we were.
Did you guys recall how you found out about it? Did the commander just tell you?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's all over?
It's all over, yeah. But we could also tell by the fact that one entire German division surrendered to our division. So you see them going the other way with still had their guns and everything. Mm-hmm. And they drop them in a great big pile, and the prisoners, but at that time I guess they sent them home and said, "Go."
You said at some point you had some German POWs working as cooks for you guys?
Definitely. How did you know that?
I'm looking at the little book.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What was that all about?
It was nice.
They did a good job? I mean, they were just doing their work?
They were doing their job real good. As a matter of fact, they were very friendly. Mm-hmm. Just like having a housekeeper.
Probably glad to be out of the war, I would imagine.
Well, everybody, I think they were too.
So you guys are in Germany, you find out that the war has ended.
Yes, we were. And then we got picked to go to Berlin for a while there, to administrate or whatever. I think there were the Americans, the Russians, and I think the English each one had a section of Berlin too, because they were, without the people from Berlin, I mean, they had no government, no nothing, you know what I mean?
We've all seen pictures of what Berlin looked like at the end of the war.
Oh my God!
There,
we went around there. Yeah.
There wasn't much left on it, though.
Oh yeah. One time we were walking by a road inside of Berlin, and here we saw this Jeep coming by, and it had a star. So we all saluted. Damn fools were Russians. They returned the salute. We thought they were American generals or lieutenants or captains,
What did the city look like at that point, though? Just destroyed?
Very, very, very destroyed, yeah. Very destroyed. They put us in buildings, battery here, and a group there and group there, whatever. They dispersed everybody around. But we lived in a regular building.
And what time, when did you finally come back?
We came back in January 1946 for the simple reason that we were going to do the Victory March in New York. Our division done the Victory March. So we came back at the Queen Mary. It was about 16,000 people in there and some civilians too. I don't know what they were doing there, but anyway. But it was one of the coldest, the roughest trip I've ever made. I only went up to eat one time.
On the Queen Mary, you mean?
On the Queen Mary, yeah.
It was cold.
Too sick to go.
Or seasick?
Oh my God.
So the seas were rough, the boat was moving, you were...
As big as that ship was, you could see the point going up and then coming down.
And you only said you went up to eat one time on the way back?
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Sounds like a glamorous voyage until you tell it that way. Then it doesn't seem like it was so much.
Well, you get sick. I mean, I really got really sick. But my bad part was at the worst thing you could have. I was sick.
So needless to say, you were happy to see New York when you got there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, then we made the march, and then we took it.
They discharged you right after that?
No, I had to go to Ohio. I got discharged in Ohio. I think my discharge papers got it. The name of that.
But when did you finally get back to Detroit?
Oh, from then on, when you discharge, you just take a train, and there was nothing but trains in those days.
Did they offer to let you stay in the Army at that point, or?
Oh yeah.
Weren't interested?
I wasn't, but I regretted it. They offered me a staff sergeant grade, taking care of the supply sergeant, supply place. I should have taken it. No, everybody is anxious to go home.
You hadn't been home in all that time, right? You never got to, after your training, your artillery training, you didn't have a chance to come home at all?
Oh yeah, one time.
You did? When was that?
Oh, gee. Anyway, they gave me a 3-day pass. You had to take a train plus the train ride.
So when you got back to Detroit, who came up? Did somebody turn out to meet you at the station?
Yeah.
Your parents or family? And
my dad and my uncle.
Dad and uncle. What about your brother?
My brother wasn't there. I called him to this country after the war.
Oh, okay.
He was still in Italy.
So, what did you do at that point after you're back? Did you go to work right away, or what did you?
Well, actually, I went to Ford's to work for Ford Motor Company, and in those days, my dad had to buy my job.
How long did you stay with Ford?
Until I retired.
No kidding. How many years?
42 years.
No kidding.
Those things don't happen today anymore.
He said he bought your job. He got a good investment. He got a good return on his money if he bought
No, but in those days, people just stuck with the job unless they got laid off or nobody, now people just go to a job, don't like it, and take.
What did you do for Ford?
I was in quality control.
You still drive a Ford?
Oh, yeah. They send me a check every month.
That's great. When did you get married?
My wife here is my second wife. It was after the war.
Okay. And your children?
Yeah, we combined we have 3.
Wonderful. How about grandkids? How many of those?
We have honey, what do you have? 3 each?
6 grandchildren.
Yeah, 2
each.
2 each of our kids.
So, I guess looking back on your experience, what would you say to your family, to your during the war?
I don't know why it was this way, but except for the time when you're in combat, or let's say in the Bulge or Holland and wherever I went, I liked it. I liked the Army. I liked the life. Some people were just so against it, I enjoyed it. I got to see all of these nice places like Paris and England and Germany, all for
adventure. Life from lessons that you learned in the Army?
Not really. I went to Ford and I went through so many other jobs and at Ford because I started working at help me out, Dearborn. Yeah. No, Utica Trim came after Dearborn.
Do you find that you still think about the war?
Oh yeah, sure. Now I'm reading all the books that tells me what I've done and what I've done bad. Yeah. The Holland deal, it was a mixed up. I'm reading the book now, I'm understanding what it was. We were attached to the British at that time. And they gave us British rations and everything else. But as I read it, now I can understand better. Our general didn't want to go. And most of the generals, it was the English, Mountbatten or somebody. Montgomery that wanted that push that he wanted to get to Germany fast, but it didn't work out. And everybody that knew what was going on, including our general, didn't think much about it from the beginning.
When you were overseas, there was one thing that you missed most from home, what was it?
Eating. Eating the things you want to eat, you know what I mean?
Didn't get any of that over there, I'm sure.
Oh my God, no. And I couldn't eat fat. I had a hell of a time trying to eat.
Were you wounded at all? Were you wounded at all while you were there?
No. Oh yeah, I was. But they didn't give me a doggone opening a sardine cans. You know, they used to send us packages, sardine cans, and had that thing to turn it. So I got it in my hand and pulled. I was in Germany at that time. And I cut my fingers real bad. I think this is, I went to my captain after they put the things on. I said, do I get a medal for this? He says, if you don't get out of here, I'll give you a good medal.
Was there anything that I didn't ask about that you wanted to add?
I just added that I enjoy the Army, except for the made me enjoy the Army because of the fact that I came from another country, you know.
Did you, did they make you a citizen before they shipped you out?
Yeah, otherwise they couldn't ship you out.
See, but it was after you joined the Army, they made you a citizen after you brought it?
Just about 2 weeks before we shipped out. They took me to Boston and I'd be a citizen, yeah. And some wise ass, I mean, I think he thought he was, I don't know what he was anyway, he interviewed me. And he's talking to me, you know, he said, where do you come from, and this and that. And he got to the point where he said, well, suppose you were in around a lottery with your battery. And he says that they told you to shoot that way towards the lottery, would you? I said, no. I said, I had family over there. Anyway, when we went into the big room to be citizens, and he got up and he says, oh, I see that you say this and that. He said, I would have done the same thing. He said, this guy must have been a little bit.
When did you guys move to Warren?
Huh?
When did you move to Warren?
I think I moved in, I lived in, from Detroit, after the war I moved over there.
Mm-hmm. So do you know how many years you lived in the city?
In Detroit?
In Warren here?
Oh, in Detroit? Been living ever since.
Okay. Now you received the Legion of Honor from the French consul.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like just recently?
It was nice. My wife enjoyed it more than I did. She done all the footwork.
You received it 70 years after the
yeah.
It took them a while.
Isn't it something? Well, if you don't do some work, my wife did. She called the embassy. She called this. She called the American foreign wars or whatever, and they says, "Oh, we don't give medals." She says, "Well, I don't want a medal from you." Anyway, she read it someplace where the French government was giving these medals to the people that were at the invasion. And by that time, I think they started giving medals after 90% were dead, you know. They know what they were doing. It's available. Mm-hmm. If you were in Normandy.
It's a beautiful medal. It's a high honor. Congratulations on receiving that. It was really nice of them to come. It was a beautiful ceremony that they had here in the city.
It's made out of silver, too. I told my wife I'll just sell that one of these days and give me a couple of dinners. I'm not thrilled with that crap. I don't know.
Did you keep up with anybody that you knew from the service since you?
First sergeant was from the Upper Peninsula. That's the only one that I remember.
You don't communicate anymore with those ones?
No, I never did. No, never did. Well, you make friends when you're there. I mean, the 82nd was a division where they were from all over the country. It wasn't like one from Boston, from Michigan or something like that. So you made friends with everybody from Chicago.
Chris,
Oh,
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
I opened the door and I dive out. And believe me, it was the easiest thing I ever did in my life. I don't know why I wasn't afraid.
Because every soldier has a story, the City of Warren is partnering with the Library of Congress to help local veterans leave their mark in history. Through one-on-one interviews produced by TV Warren, veterans share their experiences, which are then archived in the Library of Congress as part of the Veterans History Project.
History comes alive when you have first-hand accounts, when you hear great veterans talk about their experience.
Most of the people were killed, so you'll never find another B-29 guy in the paper. You won't find anybody like me.
For more information on the Veterans History Project, go to the Library of Congress website or contact the City of Warren Communications Department.
I want to invite everyone to come and enjoy our museum at the Warren Community Center. We have displays here from the very beginning of Warren, and then we go right up until the present. We would like to have everyone in Warren become more involved in the history of Warren. You can make an appointment at the Warren Community Center or call 586-264-9407.
Hi, my name is Brendan Brosna, Sergeant with the Warren Police Department and the Emergency Service Coordinator for the city. Today, our public service announcement is in regards to severe weather, which you can see is all around us. It happens to be the season, so now is an appropriate time to tell you guys about some safety. First off, we have 12 sirens located in the city. Typically, those are just used for notification for people that are outside. So if you're outside and you hear it, it's time to seek shelter. If you're inside, I suggest that you listen to local broadcasts and programming. Don't wait for the rain to hit you. If it's a thunderstorm, what you need to do is you need to get inside, because the arc and the strike of lightning can reach out 5 to 10 miles beyond the actual rain. Also, as far as tornadoes are concerned, whenever you seek shelter in your home, you're going to want to go into your basement, underneath the stairs if you have them. If you don't have a basement, what you end up doing is going to the lowest point in your home and put as many walls between you and the tornado. Warren will sound its sirens when we have winds that reach 70 miles an hour or greater, or if there is a warning in effect. Now, the difference between a watch and a warning is that a watch means that atmospheric conditions exist that give the storm an opportunity for severe weather or a tornado. Now, a warning is an actual warning. That means seek shelter. If you happen to live over near Hayes and you hear East Point sirens going off, but you don't hear ours, don't worry about it. We're on a separate system. Cities like East Point and St. Clair Shores and Sterling Heights, they're run by the county. So sometimes they'll have weather that affects their northern portions that isn't going to affect us, but they sound all their sirens. So if you hear it there, but not where we are, chances are the severe weather isn't going to affect the city of Warren. It's affecting somewhere else in the county, and we've deemed that at this moment that we're safe. Once the sirens are sounded, they last for approximately 3 minutes, and there is never an all clear signal given. Thank you.
Everyone in Macomb County should know how to swim. At the Warren Aquatic Center, we offer swim lessons for all ages, from parent tot to 99-year-olds. We also have group, semi-private, and private lessons. At the Warren Community Center, you'll be able to take a ride on our lazy river, shoot down the water slide, get splashed by our 300-gallon dumping bucket, or just swim some laps. Water exercise classes are another part of our year-round pool options, where you can also enjoy jacuzzi, steam room, and sauna. Group discount rates available for church, school, and scouting troops. Want more? Celebrate your next party in our party room with packages to fit your needs. Pop and chips provided. Pizza, subs, and breadsticks are also available. The Warren Community Center is open 7 days a week and has a wide variety to suit your plan. Call 586-268-8400 to reserve a great day for you and your family at the Warren Community Center, or visit us at City of Warren.
The Hope Center is two different things. It is a client choice pantry, and it is also a one-stop shop for human services. When people access the pantry, they're able to go in and pick out the food that they and their family will enjoy. Our one-stop shop, we invite a number of other agencies to join on our location to provide services to people.
For more information on how you can help this charity and other charities, log on to our website at cityofwarren.org.
Birdie Park at the corner of Pauline Street and 12 Mile Road is also the home of the Ann Fracassa Memorial Dog Park. It features water supply, several park benches, scooper bags, and secure access. Residents with currently licensed dogs rabies, parvo distemper, and bordetella. Key fobs and applications are available at the Parks and Recreation Office in the Warren Community Center at 5460 Arden. The cost, $10 for residents, $20 for non-residents. For more information, call the Parks and Recreation Office at 586-268-8400.
Hello, my name is Jim McKnight, and I'm the chairman of your Warren Crime Commission. Our crime commission consists of 12 members appointed by the mayor and at the will of the mayor. The purpose and function of the crime commission is to study crime statistics along with Chief of Police Jerry Green and also City Council member Kelly Collegio. We meet once a month on the first Wednesday of every month on Beatty Street in the old fire station. You as a resident are more than welcome to bring any concerns that you should have to our crime commission meetings.
Hello, I'm Joe Descamps of the Warren Kiwanis Club. The Warren Kiwanis is a volunteer organization formed in 1957 to serve the kids and families in our neighborhoods. We are dedicated to changing the world one child, one community at a time. We are always looking for new members. For more information, go to our website, KiwanisClubofWarren.org. The Kiwanis. Do what you can, when you can, and have fun doing it.
At Macomb Veterans Services. If you are a Macomb County resident, Macomb Veterans Services stands ready to help you navigate the complicated processes for filing claims and appealing decisions. For current information regarding pensions, burial allowance, compensation, dependent and death benefits, medical requests, and education assistance, contact Macomb Veterans Services today.
Attention boaters in St. Clair Shores, it's me, Ken Cal, and I'm here to tell you about the best deal in town. Lock St. Clair Park Pool and Harbor and put your mind at ease. With free Wi-Fi, 24-hour security, easy access to 696 and I-94, and free pool and water slide passes for the family. Why go anywhere else for a boat well? You've got Home Ice Advantage when you book now before the 2015 boating season opens in April. When you refer a friend, you both receive $250 off your boat well purchase price. Here's another option. If you're looking for more savings, consider the wells at Blossom Heath Harbor. Dock your boat at Lock St. Clair Harbor and score! Call 445-5350 or visit scsmi.org to reserve your spot today.
Piano, is everything okay in there?
Just a minute, Grandma.
memory of a young girl murdered 23 years ago lives on today as a playground is named in her honor. Hello, everyone. I'm Louis Kerman.
And I'm Lori Erla. The death of 10-year-old Deanna Mary Seifert made headlines back in 1992. Now, a newly renamed playground in Warren symbolizes the city's commitment to child safety. TV Warren's Kristen Sklatt has more. Kristen?
The playground is a spot where kids can come to be kids, and it's where Deanna Seifert would have been playing had her life not been cut short by a tragic murder when she was just 10 years old. But now the city of Warren is honoring Deanna's memory by naming this spot after her.
Outgoing, beautiful, just a wonderful kid that liked everybody.
This is the way Betty Stuback and Bob Seifert remember their daughter Deanna, a bright-eyed, blonde-haired girl. Deanna would be 33 years old today.
Honor roll student, she's Johnny on the spot, get up and go to school. She couldn't wait to go to school.
In May 1992, Deanna disappeared from a sleepover at a friend's house. 65 days of searching would lead to the discovery of her murdered body in a case that shook up the local community and made national headlines.
I know that she's smiling down upon us, and that's what she would really, really want, is to have, people to come here and to play happy and joyous and free.
A plaque marking the dedication will hang in the park and bear a quote from Nelson Mandela talking about safety and how all children should be able to live in a world free of violence. Warren Mayor Jim Fouts echoed the thought.
Naming this playground after Deanna is appropriate because this is where youngsters are happy and carefree, as Deanna no doubt was before she disappeared.
The main message Deanna's parents want others to take away from their story is to keep an eye on your kids and know where they're at all times. Here at the Deanna Seifert Children's Playground, Kristen Sklatt, TV Warren News.
Whether you do it for leisure or if you're commuting to work, if you ride a bike, MDOT is going to make your trek through Warren a whole lot easier. Larry Wallace joins us in studio now to talk about a new bike path that both bikers and motorists need to be aware of. Larry?
Thanks, Louis. The path, which runs along Van Dyke in the South End, was funded largely by a grant from the Department of Transportation. Since 2012, the City of Warren has been working with MDOT Trails to authorize a bill project. The project revolves around a new bike path. The path runs in the City of Warren from 8 Mile in Van Dyke to 9.5 in Stevens. Some believe that the bike path will serve as a major beneficial tool for local bike riders. The reasoning for this is because it will allow them to complete everyday tasks in an extremely healthy way.
One of the things that's important to remember as an example of how to use the bike path is when you're going about in your neighborhood, if you have some shopping to do in the Tiff area, you could ride your bike to that. Or if you're going to the Burnett Library, you can ride your bike. And it gives you an outing, it gets exercise at the same time. So neighbor to neighbor, meeting one another and trying to learn and understand that it is a learning time and a cautious time, and be safe and help one another.
While telling residents about the new bike path, the City of Warren also wants citizens to know that there are specific rules when it comes to it.
We need to understand is the bike path is along the north and the south side of Van Dyke, on Van Dyke, and it's the closest lane to the easements. And only bicycles are to be in that path, and bicycles are to go with the traffic. When people are walking on the sidewalks, people can walk north and south, but bike path, they'd walk against traffic. But bicycles go with the traffic, and there are laws, natural laws, that bicycles have to adhere to.
Although the bike path is new in Warren, believe it or not, it's been a statewide project since mid-2000s. Now, if you want more information about the City of Warren's bike path, you can simply visit websites such as thetraillink.com and mapmyride.com. Louis, back to you.
You know the songs, you know the characters. And this week, a popular musical begins at the Warren Civic Theater. TV Warren's Ron Hillier joins us in studio to tell us more. Ron?
It's a story that has enchanted audiences for generations, and one word describes it all: supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The Warren Civic Theater's production of Mary Poppins, the Broadway musical, is coming to the Warren Community Center this weekend. Warren Civic Theater Artistic Director Greg Trascoma says you won't see a production of Mary Poppins like this one ever again.
Well, the stage play, the Broadway musical, the hit Broadway show, Tony Award winning and nominated a couple of years ago, is a little different from the movie. So if you're familiar with the movie, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, spoonful of sugar, the chimney sweeps, all singing chimney, all that's all in there, right? But there's a bunch of other songs that they wrote for the Broadway show. And the story itself is a little bit different. The author, Travers, who invented the Mary Poppins character, she actually wrote a series of books. And the movie... There's 180 people in the show. If you live in Southeast Michigan, odds are you know somebody in the show, just based on numbers. It's huge. And also based on that, you're not going to see a production like that ever again. You might see a production, certainly a few years from now, it'll tour back to the Fisher or the Fox, one of the big professional theaters in town, or maybe go to Macomb Center, but that's going to be 20 or 30 actors. This is going to be 180 actors. There's a different kind of spirit in seeing a show where the audience is doing it out of love and passion and sharing it with their family and their friends.
The Disney theatrical adaptation includes some new music and changes from the books and movie, but you'll still hear your favorite songs and see the story that so many people love.
I loved Mary Poppins growing up. It's such an iconic movie, and the chance to get to play Mary Poppins, I can't pass it up. I think it's a great show. It has a great message, and I think it's such a fun family show that I really wanted to be part of it this summer. My favorite moment has to be Feed the Birds. It was actually Walt Disney's favorite song ever. When they created the movie, he wanted them to come sing that song to him in his office, and to me that's such a special song because it's a changing moment in the show. The kids realize that they have to look past what they see, and I think it's such a magical moment because it teaches the kids that everything's not about their high class. It's about accepting people into the society.
You can experience the magical moments this weekend, Friday, August 7th through Sunday, August 9th, and Friday, August 14th through Sunday, August 16th. Tickets range from $5 to $12. You can get your tickets at the Warren Community Center or .org for more information. Lori?
Thanks, Ron. Well, last week on TV War News, we told you about the free shredding day at City Hall. We showed you how folks braved the heat and humidity to get their documents disposed of safely. Look at these lines. This was just last week. Well, the event drew such a huge crowd, it was such a success, they're doing it again. The city is holding another free shredding day on Saturday, August 22nd, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at City Hall. And this one is for Warren residents only, so hopefully you can stop by, get those documents shredded, and protect yourself against identity theft.
I'm going to show you something that is going to make television history.
The search is on for America's next weatherman, and he could very well be TV Run's own Ron Hilliard. Ron joins me in studio today to talk about a new reality show on TBS where he competes to be America's next weatherman. Ron, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to be home at TV Warren.
Yes. Tell me a little bit about this show.
Certainly. Funny or Die presents America's Next Weatherman is a funny show. It is a combination of reality TV and also the comedic approach that Funny or Die can bring to the table.
Okay.
So it's produced by the genius Mark Burnett. He's behind Survivor and other reality shows. They have Mike Fair and Joe Farrell, great geniuses behind Funny or Die.
Okay. And this is a competition, basically? Are people being voted off each week? How does this work?
Certainly. So this is a competition. There are 12 of us contestants. There are 6 ladies, 6 men. And each episode you'll see one or more persons going home in a dramatic cast-off. Okay. So, it's going to have a funny element to it, but it's going to be related to the weather, of course, because it's about weather. Mm-hmm. We're all trying to be a weatherman or a weatherwoman, and the top prizes are $100,000, a top agent in the industry to represent us, and also the chance to have an appearance on CNN's morning show called New Day.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes.
That's huge. Now, I know you report here at TV Warren, you anchor here at TV Warren, but you have always had an interest in weather, correct?
Certainly.
And can you give me an example of what some of those challenges were?
Okay, on the premiere, we're going to see a geography challenge. So how well do we know our U.S. geography and also internationally? You know, many people are more familiar with our country, of course, but geography can cover any place in the world, so that's pretty challenging in itself.
And what about the backgrounds of some of the contestants? People from all different walks of life?
They're from all different walks of life. What's unique is that we're all very different, but we all have this, you know, a personality, and we all are pretty humorous naturally. So that's where the comedic element comes in. It's all real, but we're all pretty funny in our daily lives. So it's just really unique to be around a group of people who are so vastly different, yet to be so similar in our interests of having our interest in meteorology. So we have, you know, the models, we have the bodybuilder or fitness model. We have.
And how did you fall into that category? What would you say you are?
I would probably say I'm like the urban reporter, I guess. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what category I fall in myself, you know. So the public will be able to tell me and let me know what they think.
Well, I can tell everybody at home, because we know you so well here, that you're talented, you're educated, you're warm, you're funny, you're just all around a great guy. And everybody here is rooting for you, and I know folks at home, hopefully they're going to watch. And we're just so excited for you. And I know that you can't probably tell us, it was 12 weeks, this series, correct?
Well, the series,
you can't tell us how it's going to turn out, can you?
It's 8 weeks long.
8 weeks,
Eight one-hour episodes, and that's going to be on TBS at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And, you know, that's
so
coming
we're all
up.
Trying to guess. And all I can say is I know when you left, you were gone quite a while. I know you can't spill the beans, but you were gone.
I was gone a little while. I was enjoying the nice California weather, hanging out there, going to the beach and everything. So getting my tan.
Of course, we don't want to spoil it for the folks to see how it turns out, but all they need to do is watch. So again, America's Next Weatherman premieres on August 8th at 11 p.m. on TBS. And Ron, we're getting ready to go to break here, so would you mind tossing it to weather for us?
All right, let's do it. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for the city of Warren.
Everyone in Macomb County should know how to swim. At the Warren Aquatic Center, we offer swim lessons for all ages, from parent tot to 99-year-olds. We also have group, semi-private, and private lessons. At the Warren Community Center, you'll be able to take a ride on our lazy river, shoot down the water slide, get splashed by our 300-gallon dumping bucket, or just swim some and sauna. Group discount rates available for church, school, and scouting troops. Want more? Celebrate your next party in our party room with packages to fit your needs. Pop and chips provided. Pizza, subs, and breadsticks are also available. The Warren Community Center is open 7 days a week and has a wide variety of pool, fun, and game packages to suit your plan. Call 586-268-8400 to reserve a great day for you and your family at the Warren Community Center, or visit us at cityofwarren.org. Birdie Park at the corner of Pauline Street and 12 Mile Road is also the home of the Ann Fracassa Memorial Dog Park. It features water supply, several park benches, scooper bags, and secure access. Residents with currently licensed dogs must provide the number and vaccinations for rabies, parvo distemper, and bordetella. Key fobs and applications are available at the Parks and Recreation Office in the Warren Community Center at 5460 Arden. The cost, $10 for residents, $20 for non-residents. For more information, call the Parks and Recreation Office at 586-268-8400.
Welcome back to your TV Warren News. I'm Nick Candela, and for this week's community calendar, let's take a look. The Warren Public Library's summer reading program is back now through August 15th. Collect points by logging your summer reading to win prizes. There are programs for kids, teens, and adults. Some of the prizes available are toys, iPads, Visa gift cards, and much more. For more information, visit www.warrenlibrary.net. Concerts at the Square are back beginning every Sunday from now through August 23rd. The concerts are Rain or Shine beginning at 7 p.m. And don't forget to bring a chair or blanket for the lawn. The concerts are held at Warren City Square. On Sunday, August 9th, be sure to stop by the Warren Farmers Market for a free corn roast. The Warren Farmers Market is located at City Square from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. In honor of National Health Center Week, My Care Health Center is hosting its first annual health fair on Thursday, August 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Enjoy raffles, food, dental screenings, sports physicals, and health screenings, all for free. The event is located at 6900 East 10 Mile Road in Centerline. And now a few save the dates and friendly reminders. Warren Civic Theater's live presentation of Mary Poppins begins Friday, August 7th. Save the dates.
As always, if you have any events that you would like to see on the community calendar, feel free to toss me an email at tvwarren@cityofwarren.org. That's going to do it for this week's community calendar. Now let's toss things over to Joe Cochran with sports.
Thanks, Nick. This is your TV Warren Sports. Well, we got a lot on this sportscast, and we'll start out with Media Day for the MAC. Once again, I was invited, joined the 36 teams with a lot of their coaches and ADs there. Teams. Take a look. Media Day once again was hosted by Dakota and was a
It's pretty exciting. You know, this moment, you have to cherish the moment, appreciate to accomplish this season.
How cool is it for you, and you can speak for the fellows, to see guys they might compete against, they might not see, but they hear a lot about? It's got to be a really neat day.
It's exciting for these guys because a lot of guys they play with and kind of know personally and not personally, kind of through certain things, camps or whatnot. I mean, it's kind of living the moment, living the dream, so to speak.
For the last 15 years I've been coaching, 14 of them have been in the MAC, and the MAC does just an outstanding job representing the area, and a lot of the people in Macomb County were very proud. So for this to develop last year and for to be part of it in the second year, it's truly an honor. We got some great coaches that are in that room, some great coaches and some great young players that are there. And just get a chance to be part of it and get our program there and showcase some of our guys. It's exciting. It's a fun day.
When you see a day like this, are these guys chomping at the bit more, and you realize how much more closer the season is?
Well, I think they get there and they see all the athletes roll in, and they hear different teams talk about how many seniors they have. I think they start to get the big picture. Things that we're instilling in our program is things that are being done in every program over there. Things don't just come without hard work, and that's something that we're trying to stress to our kids, that if we want to make sure we do something positive, we have to work hard for it. And for them to be able to come here and see the show that they're putting on here, and thanks to Dakota for hosting it. Coach Giannone does a great job here, and for him to invite everybody out here and host us in his home, it's a fun day, special day.
And the black and orange, we'll see a lot of black and red. We're heavy.
Oh yeah. You have the Brown Jug game. There's a lot of history there. That's one of the oldest rivalries in the county, if not the state. And I know our guys, we're proud to have the Jug right now, and we don't really want to turn it over. And then you have Coach Iwaniki over there at Lakeshore, and Tom's been doing an outstanding job for many years. And there's a little bit of a history there of coaching and going against Lakeshore. We've went against them in the past and a few other places we've been, and they know who we are and we know who they are. So that's going to be a fun game too.
I also caught up with Warren Mott, competing in the all-tough red division. Coach Tom Milanoff and some of his players really looking forward to the challenge, and they talk about Media Day.
It's fun to get your juices going, and it's just a smaller version of what they do at the collegiate level. So I know all three of these guys have aspirations to play collegiate football, so hopefully they're going to be doing that in a couple of years at that level.
It's really exciting, something new for me. I've never been here before, but yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of friends, a lot of guys. It's been pretty cool, good experience. Once again, I was here last year too. Same thing.
Forward to see how all these teams I'm about to play, like Dakota, Lance Cruz, we get Utica in the scrimmage, so we got to see how that play out, and looking forward to a good season.
That's just part one. We'll have to the football season from MAC Media Day. Well, let's shift gears a little bit here and talk some baseball. WVAC, celebrating their 50th anniversary here in Warren, played their last game of this season at the old field at Tiger Stadium. Of course, the walls all came down, but the field is still there. Ben Smith went out there and caught the WVAC celebrating 50 years.
September 27th, 1999, the last time the Detroit Tigers played here at Old Tiger Stadium.
While seldom used, a few Warren residents have found a way to come here to downtown Detroit to play ball. When celebrating a 50th anniversary, it's best to say what the president of the Warren Village Athletic Club, Bill Brown, had in mind when he decided to contact the owners of the land where Tiger Stadium once stood tall in downtown Detroit.
We're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the WVAC, and we're going to play a baseball game on the field of the old Tiger Stadium. For if you're from Detroit, this is kind of like your field of dreams. Its 50-year history, the WVAC has seen multiple generations of players come through its doors. I spoke to a father and son who have been able to share in that very experience together.
Bailey started out playing T-ball here. We moved out of state, came back, and put him right back in the same league, the WVAC. And I've been coaching in WVAC for my other son since he was in T-ball. But I can remember as a child coming here with my father. It's kind of nice to be back. And, even though the stadium's missing, it's very nice to have my son playing on the same field.
I'm a history nut, and it's pretty cool to be coming out here and preserving a little bit of history in an old Tiger Stadium and playing a sport that I love to play.
Even alumni like Jason Wimberry, a senior pitcher at Northwood University, wanted to come back for the big 50th anniversary game at Tiger Stadium.
It's awesome because it's just a part of the city, part of the state, really, and WVAC is a part of many kids' lives in the area, not far from here. Some kids are from around here, and it just means so much to the city that they get to play here. This is where I first started playing baseball, and this really got me into starting to love the game, and eventually led into me getting college scholarships to play for college and maybe move on to play after that.
I asked what advice the current players have for future WVAC baseball players. Is any indication of the future, the of them. For TV Warren News, I'm Ben Smith.
Thanks, Ben, for that great story. Not only is the WVAC a classy organization, Old Tiger Stadium, I tell you, when it came down, it put a hole in my heart. I really miss it. So it was kind of good to look back at that old footage and see such a great event going on there. Congratulations again, the 50th anniversary for WVAC. And Tiger Stadium, I still miss you. You're in my heart. Well, we had the premier football show broadcast here earlier this week, and you can see it throughout the month of August. Check out our football coverage. Our entire television schedule will be talked about, and we'll break down weeks 1 through 9. Should be a great football season. Well, with all that in sports, I will send it back over to the news desk, Lori Ann Lewis.
Thanks, Joe. Looks like a lot of fun for the kids.
And a happy 50th to the WVAC. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Ideas or tips, email us at and you can also watch us at cityofwarren.org.
And you can always check us out on social media at facebook.com/TVWarrenNews. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, my name is Jim McKnight, and I'm the chairman of your Warren Crime Commission. Our crime appointed by the mayor and at the will of the mayor. The purpose and function of the Crime Commission is to study crime statistics along with Chief of Police Jerry Green and also City Council member Kelly Collegio. We meet once a month on the first Wednesday of every month on Beebe Street in the old fire station. You as a resident are more than welcome to bring any concerns that you should have to our Crime Commission meetings.
Hello, I'm Joe Descamps of the Warren Kiwanis Club. The Warren Kiwanis is a volunteer organization formed in 1957 to serve the kids and families in our neighborhoods. We are dedicated to changing the world one child, one community at a time. We are always looking for new members. For more information, go to our website, KiwanisClubofWarren.org. The Kiwanis. Do what you can, when you can, and have fun doing it.
Birdie Park at the corner of Pauline Street and 12 Mile Road is also the home of the Ann Fracassa Memorial Dog Park. It features water supply, several park benches, scooper bags, and secure access. Residents with currently licensed dogs must provide the number and vaccinations for rabies, parvo distemper, and bordetella. Key fobs and applications are available at the Parks and Recreation Office in the Warren Community Center at 5460 Arden. The cost, $10 for residents, $20 for non-residents. For more information, call the Parks and Recreation Office at 586-268-8400.
I want to invite everyone to come and enjoy our museum at the Warren Community Center. We have displays here from the early 1800s, and we start with the very beginning of Warren, and then we go right up until the present. We would like to have everyone in Warren become more involved in the history of Warren. And you can make an appointment at the Warren Community Center or call.
I opened the door and I dive out. And believe me, it was the easiest thing I ever did in my life. I don't know why I wasn't afraid.
Because every soldier has a story, the City of Warren is partnering with the Library of Congress to help local veterans leave their mark in history. Through one-on-one interviews produced by TV Warren, veterans share their experiences, which are then archived in the Library of Congress as part of the Veterans History Project.
History comes alive when you have first-hand accounts, when you hear great veterans talk about their experience.
Most of the people were killed, so you'll never find another B-29 guy in the paper. You won't find anybody like me.
For more information on the Veterans History Project, go to the Library of Congress website or contact the City of Warren Communications Department.
Everyone in Macomb County should know how to swim. At the Warren Aquatic Center, we offer swim lessons for all ages, from parent Todd to 99-year-olds. We also have group, semi-private, and private lessons. At the Warren Community Center, you'll be able to take a ride on our lazy river, shoot down the water slide, get splashed by our 300-gallon dumping bucket, or just swim some laps. Water exercise classes are another part of our year-round pool options, where you can also enjoy jacuzzi, steam room, and sauna. Group discount rates available for church, school, and scouting troops. Want more? Celebrate your next party in our party room with packages to fit your needs. Pop and chips provided. Pizza, subs, and breadsticks are also available.